You're tired. It's been a long day. You've had dinner, you want to relax, but something is gnawing in the back of your mind. You have to post a video by Saturday, and today is Wednesday, and you just can't relax. You have a title and thumbnail idea, but now you need to create a script. The pressure, the mental fatigue is real for all of us, and so is the grind. So you push yourself to sit down at your computer, but thoughts just won't materialize. You begin to ponder the steps, plan, record, edit, thumbnail, upload, repeat, forever. Then the emotion fills in. You feel so tired. If you find yourself asking, how can I manage it all? Or what am I doing? You may be standing at a crossroads. Get too discouraged and you start feeling burnout. This is where a lot of creators give up. It can happen regardless of how many videos you've created. The grind is essentially the creator mentality weighing you down. Your mental capacity becoming overwhelmed. Instead of trying to balance creativity against production demands, try isolating where you are. The first thing I had to learn was reduce friction. The grind gets dangerous when every video becomes a giant production. That's usually the moment creators start depending on motivation, but motivation is unreliable. Some days you're energized and just full of ideas, and other days your brain feels completely empty, like me. That's why long-term creators usually survive, by building systems and not wanting to feel motivated. An example would be to have fixed recording days, or creating templates, or batching, or doing workflows. A template is basically a starting point that you reuse so you don't have to reinvent everything every single time. Batching would be doing similar tasks together instead of constantly switching modes. For example, you record 3 videos in one day, or you make thumbnails in one session, or write 3 outlines at once. I like batching when I'm creating multiple videos per week. A workflow is simply the order you normally do things, like an assembly line for your content. The creators who last long term usually aren't the most motivated. They're the ones who reduce the mental friction. Because if you're not careful, eventually the process starts replacing the passion. And when content becomes only upload, analytics, pressure, repeat, the creative side starts dying. And when that happens, creators start looking to performance numbers for validation. That's where things can start getting dangerous mentally. A weak video does not mean you're failing, untalented, irrelevant, or doomed. Sometimes it simply means you missed the timing or the packaging, or the audience was mismatched, or the algorithm mismatch, or maybe it's topic saturation. The problem is once your emotional health becomes tied to your performance, every week upload starts feeling personal. Honestly, the healthiest creators usually learn one big thing. YouTube is a marathon disguised as a sprint. The platform constantly pressures creators to feel urgency, but long-term survival comes from sustainability, not intensity.